What's up, everybody? This review, we're taking a look at the Super 7 Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Goldar. So, Super 7 at times, when you get their figure, they'll send it in a brown shipping box. It's not always, but this Goldar did come with one. And when you get it out of the shipper box, you have the main figure. So you have this box here, has a nice Goldar face emblem. It's raised so you can feel that. Got it in this plastic here. That's the back side. And then other than that, you just gotta take it outside of this plastic here. So when you take the plastic off, you have, this is all exposed here. And it looks really nice. And this top part is just the extra sleeve. And then you get the actual figure in the packaging. So then you got the nice window here where you can see him, you can see his accessories, you can see the different head sculpt, and man, that looks really nice. Here's the side, here's the back with his bio on it. Yeah, you can feel that too. Pretty cool. This is a really nice box. Sometimes I really don't care for super nice boxes just because I don't intend on keeping them. This guy looks really good though, and the packaging looks great. All right, so here's Goldar outside of the packaging with his accessories, and he looks pretty cool. I can already see a couple things that I'm probably gonna have issues with as we go through it, but I mean, it looks pretty nice. We've got his wings, one for each side. They look pretty good. Got a nice little texturing here for the feathers. Nice green in there. Pretty good shade of gold. We've got the 5 badges of darkness. Some texturing on the back. Got the little light blue in there. Got 5 of those. We've got different hands. Open hands for his sword. Or open fist to hold the sword. Got red in the palm and the joints. We've got more of a grabbing hand, reaching hand. Red in the palms. And some more open fist hands. I wonder why they gave us 2 sets of these. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't really see much of a difference between the two. Okay, one's got horizontal hinges. And then one's got vertical, which is awesome for when you're using your sword. We've got his sword, which looks really nice. We've got a nice gold in there, silver, the red. It's a little flexible, but it actually feels pretty sturdy, especially in the handle area. Got the black in the handle. But a really nice looking sword. Pretty big. We've got his box that holds the power coins. Look at that, that looks really nice. Black box, a little bit of gold and green. Open it up. We've got the coins in there. Really nice. We've got the alternate head. That looks really good. Open mouth. Got the fur. Could use a little bit more detail in the fur. But I mean, the face looks really good. Tongue is painted. Shading around the eyes, different from the skin tone. The tongue, the teeth. Really nice. Very cool. And then we got Goldar himself. So let's take a look at him. So for Goldar, he looks really nice. His armor looks pretty close in all of the gold that's used. Some of it does look a little bit different. Maybe they're just doing different shades. But areas like here or on top, probably in the helmet too, they look a little different than what's here on the skirt and his thigh. So different types of gold, different shades. We've got some green here. I guess to be like little jewels in his armor. Got his tail wrapped up. Pretty cool. Got a little red right in there. Head sculpt looks good. Just like the other one. Probably the more detailed part of this entire figure. It's like everything went into it. And that's kind of my, one of the things that I said we'd be getting into. I do think they put everything into the head sculpt, into that face. Because when you get to these parts here in the body, they kind of look a little plain to me. Like really, really, especially like the red. And the different parts of the body, the joint areas. It almost comes off a little cheap to me. He even feels that way too a little bit. Like something about him just feels off. Like when you look at the face, it looks really amazing. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a higher end figure. And you pay quite a bit for Super 7 figures anyways. So you expect a little bit more out of it. But everything went into the face, in my opinion. Because these parts right here, I mean, it's probably looking really, really nice in the camera, but just looking at it through my own eyes, it just seems off a little bit. But you got these little armor bits from when he got his wings cut off. They kind of replaced them. But it's cool you get the wings to kind of pop in there. So we'll go through the articulation. His head is, it's on a ball hinge, which is pretty cool. You know, I like the hinge because you get better range. His head looks down pretty far. And it looks up to about even because his fur kind of gets in the way from it going back any further, but looks down pretty good. You can turn that head. You can tilt it just a little bit, not much. The hair gets in the way. Arms go up. The shoulder pauldrons don't get in the way. So there goes T-pose. Upper diaphragm cut, which lets you move really, really well as far as left to right. And crunching goes back just a little bit further than forward. But you got a ball waist at the bottom, so you throw that in there. That's about as far as he's going forward. Goes back a little bit further, so not much. It feels like more than what you're getting out of there. I wish you could lean forward just a little bit more. You've got your legs. They go forward only about that far because these hip skirts get in the way. Goes back to neutral. Upper thigh cut. You got single jointed knees that only go about that far. I wish it would have been double jointed. If this piece would have been sculpted a little bit better coming up, then it could have gave you more range. But they didn't do that. But it does also rotate at the knee. You got a hinge and pivot at the ankle. You got an upper bicep cut, single jointed elbow that is also hindered by the armor. This piece right here would have been sculpted differently. Maybe you could have cleared it. I wish they would have just did that. They could have sculpted that piece just a little bit different. Would have been easy. And you could have got so much more range out of there. Then of course you've got the hand on a peg that either has a horizontal or vertical hinge. But yeah, that's 2 points where they could have did that better. They could have sculpted that better. And then if you look at this, a little loose. I feel like Super 7 figures kind of do that, which is not a good thing. The foot and ankle do feel a little sturdy though, which is good. He's not a small figure, so you want him to be able to hold his own weight. So for accessories, we got his wings. I put the alternate head on there also. And when I put the wings in, they were already warmed up, everything. They were already kind of loose. But for some reason, I bent this one and it snapped. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's just the plastic that was used. Maybe I didn't notice that it was stressing, but I mean, it was working prior to putting it in there. So I don't know, that sucks. I hate that, but at least y'all get to see that. That's crazy. Which this should not be like a brittle plastic that they're using. Again, these figures cost a little bit more than normal, so I hate that a lot. But again, you get to see it. And I don't know, outside of the Thundercats line, really, I haven't had any issues so far. I don't know. When it comes to just Super 7 figures as a whole, I think I'm fading away from them. Alternate hand, so he can hold his sword. Then you got an open palm hand. I would say get him into like a battle stance, but which looks cool. Looks nice, but I mean a slight tap of the hand and the whole thing just drops. So not cool. Yeah, not good. So I mean, he looks pretty cool, and he's taking up the light really nice. I love that, his scale. But man, that kind of sucks that I'm having these issues with him like that. And then of course we had the box. Probably put it on like a post or something like that. He doesn't need to hold it. But pretty much the same hands, but for the opposite side. So you're gonna have these open hands and that sort of thing. All right, for comparison, we got the Lightning Collection Goldar in there. And when I first got him, he was a pretty cool figure. I thought he was really awesome. But the more you looked at him, I guess, and then you have like other figures, he just didn't hold up for me. I wanted something bigger, more imposing, like I feel Goldar should be. You can see the different golds in him. Kind of like how this one is, but he's got more red. However, the Lightning one has the double jointed elbows, the double jointed knees. get way better articulation out of him. He's got an ab crunch in there. So, but his face isn't as detailed as this one. I think, and again, I think that's where everything went to this. It's pretty crazy. And the swords are drastically different. Just the sheer size of them, and you know, this one's got the gold on it versus this one just all silver or all gray molded plastic. And this one's got the red jewel. So just a little bit more into the Super 7 Goldar. And this one had the size that I wanted. But this one also is lacking the articulation, and then the wing snapped. So it's definitely not perfect. It just depends on what you're going for. For another comparison, I have the Lightning Collection SPD Red Ranger and Scorpina from Mighty Morphin. I couldn't find my Mighty Morphin Lightning Collection figures, so I substituted this one in because they're all about the same scale. The Lightning figures are all really, really about the same size. So that just kind of gives you a better idea of them. Let me bring this guy back up. Here is the Lightning Collection Goldar. So you see, he's not that much bigger than them. But I wanted someone to be a little more imposing, like that Goldar. But now he seems like really, really big next to them. And that's because of this guy. So I wanted a larger Goldar because I'm also, I pick up the Mighty Morphin Mezco 112 figures. Now these guys cost a bit more, but they are definitely worth it. You know, this cloth goods, soft goods, interchangeable, like hands like crazy, all kinds of stuff. They come with so much. Right now they just have the green and the white. I'm waiting for the Mighty Morphin box set that has all of the other colors. So, and this is how this Goldar stood next to him. And that Green Ranger's, you know, crouched a little bit. And they're about the same height. So definitely didn't scale well for me. And that's why I looked into this Super 7 one. So that they could be in a nice scene together. But there's definitely, you can see the difference in that Super 7 and this Lightning. And then you have that same difference between the Lightning and the Mezco. So, really cool. So that's going to be it for this review. I would say Goldar is not like an amazing figure. I don't even know if I'd say it was a good figure. I think it's just okay. I mean, you pay quite a bit, and to have these kind of issues, I didn't like it at all. I mean, I still like the figure, like the way it's going to stand there, but I mean, I have the wing that broke. That sucks. I have, it doesn't have the range of motion in the elbows or knees. That's really lacking. I mean, this Lightning Collection Goldar has double jointed knees and elbows. Why couldn't Super 7, you know, give us something, even if it's single jointed? You get single jointed figures that still have better range of motion. They should have known better than that. And then his arms being loose like that, he just overall just feels like, I don't know. I don't want to say cheap, but he does kind of feel that way, which sucks because he wasn't. But I did get him on sale, so that's also that. But I think that they go up on sale every once in a while or stay on sale because people just don't want to pay the money for what you get out of them. The quality, I guess. So, I mean, that could be one thing. I don't think I'm done with Super 7, mostly because I pick up some of their Turtles. I do pick up their Thundercats line, but I am selective of the Turtles and like other figures, you know. So definitely I don't know. Hopefully you guys got to see this and see what you think. Again, I give you that comparison. You can see difference in the paint, the articulation, everything like that. But you also saw the issues. Hopefully this will help you decide on, whether it's for you or not. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later.